What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 7 of my MLB 16 The Show Fantasy Draft franchise. And I just want to be able to talk a little bit right now, just have a little bit of time, just to talk about a few things. So right here, we're going to start this episode off by going to the trade block and finding ourselves a new starting pitcher. And this starting pitcher is going to be Jake Arrieta. I almost said Joey Arrieta, so let's just completely ignore that error. But of course, we traded for Shelby Miller, I think just a couple episodes ago, maybe even last episode. It's been so long. But we're going to trade for another guy here, another great pitcher here in Jake Arrieta. So our pitching staff is going to be through the roof. We had to trade like basically all of our top prospects to get Jake Arrieta. But basically, I wanted to make this series really interesting as much as possible. So I figured one way to do that is by trading for a lot of good players. And I feel like this was actually a fair trade. I traded like two top prospects, one of them being one of the best prospects in baseball in Byron Buxton. And it seemed like it really worked out for both teams because their team really wasn't doing that good anyways, and Jake Arrieta really wasn't doing that good anyways. So I just got him because I know he's like statistically he's such a good pitcher. But so we're gonna start off a little weak here with a really bad throw from our third baseman. But I want to have time just to talk a little bit about things. Of course, it's been so long since I last posted, and I always feel an obligation to talk about that because I feel like a lot of you guys were probably questioning. I know there's been a lot of comments and wondering where I was and wondering when I was going to get back to this. So I just want to say that school for me ends in about 2 weeks. I'm going to be graduating high school, so after graduation, after all that stuff, I'll have like 3 months of summer, 2 or 3 months of summer, where videos will probably be pumping out really quick. It's just that this last month and a half or so, things have been really busy for me. If anything, there's been final studying, there's been applications to colleges and all that stuff. So it's been a really busy process, and it's just been like so exhausting. And I've had my mind on so many different things that I didn't even really feel like uploading it. And here's the thing is I've never really done this for any other reason besides me enjoying it and for you guys. So if I don't really feel like doing it, if I'm not really enjoying it, then I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be able to force myself to do it. So recently though, I found some extra motivation in doing it just because I've kind of like lowered my schedule a little bit, so I'm not quite as busy, at least not for these final few weeks. Right now I'm just kind of finishing up the school year. Of course, I still don't think I'll get back into everyday posting until summer comes along, just because I don't want to make that obligation to myself, especially not to you guys, if I don't know if I can keep up with it. Plus there's days where I'm just like out of the house the whole entire day. I used to not have that type of lifestyle, but recently it's been so busy that's been so difficult to keep up with this YouTube schedule and just how hectic it can be. So I don't want any of you guys thinking I don't want any of you guys thinking I'm taking anything for granted or that I'm being lazy or anything. It's just truly that I've been that busy and I haven't found time or motivation to really do anything. So that's basically that. If you guys have any more questions about that or just any other questions in general, just comment them down below. Of course, I'm gonna get back to comments and everything, so don't worry about it. Just comment. I'm totally cool with talking about everything that's going on. I always like having a community built around you guys, so you guys have free access to talk to me. You guys should already know at this point that I like to respond to all the comments. I haven't done that recently, of course, because I've been so busy. But I'm gonna get back into that habit. So if you guys have any questions or anything you just want to say in general, just comment down below. It's right here. Miguel Snow absolutely cracks one out of the ballpark. So let's get back into this actual commentary. I'm done talking about all that. Like I said, any more questions, just comment them down below. But this game is pretty anticlimactic. I had to really put in a lot of editing in this one to try to make sure that it could actually be a decently length video, because it really ended up being a pitcher's battle. We had Jake Arrieta, of course, on the mound, being one of the best pitchers in baseball. I believe his last 20 decisions in the major leagues have been wins. Let's just put that into consideration. That's 20 straight wins. And I don't know if there's ever been a pitcher to do that, or what. I think I read something about it. I think it's been like since 1911 or some crazy year. I don't know, guys. You guys can don't quote me on that, okay? You can edit that down. But either way, Jake Arrieta is one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball. That's basically my main motivation for wanting to trade for him in this franchise. And then, of course, right here, I just make a beautiful play at second base. I run right past the baseball. I absolutely hate it when I do that. So it was a pretty uninteresting game because Arrieta was really shutting down the opposing team. And oddly enough, I believe their pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez, was surprisingly enough doing a pretty good job against us too. We got a few pitches to hit, and I try to put in as much footage of that as possible, of me getting good pitches and me trying to put the ball in good places. But really, like realistically, my team just wasn't getting a hold of the baseball, and when they did, it would either fall a few feet short. Right here, Jake Arrieta makes the beautiful Derek Jeter jump throw from about 10 feet from home plate. That was just a weird looking play, but whenever we did get a hold of the ball, it just seemed like it was never enough to actually carry it out of the ballpark, or it just went straight into the opposing team's gloves. So there wasn't a lot that we could do really this game. It just, our batters weren't feeling it, and that happens every once in a while. Luckily though, if our batters weren't feeling it, luckily our pitcher was feeling it. You see Jake Arrieta, it really is doing a good job here. He occasionally is allowing a couple hits, but for the most part, he's doing a really good job in shutting people down. I think the biggest issue I have with him, and this is only a one-game judgment, like, you know, I've only had him for basically like one day. I've only used one game with him, so my only judgment for him through this game is it seemed like his pitch count got really high really quick, but I don't really think that's a judgment against him. That's more of a judgment either against me because I wasn't throwing the right pitches, or against the opposing team because they were really just having a really nice eye and weren't really chasing any pitches. But regardless, Jake Arrieta just wasn't really missing a whole lot of bats. There's a lot of foul balls, and that's the biggest thing. His pitch count got really high really quick. I believe he was at about 120 pitches or so when I took him out in the 7th inning, which is a really high pitch count for only 7 innings. So I actually probably kept him in a bit too long now that I think about it, but he pitched a really good game. He was actually, you'll see his stats at the end of the game, but he pitched a really good game. So right here, you see we're going to put a couple of hits together. We got David Ortiz followed by Jock Peterson, and just imagine how much power that is. David Ortiz and Jock Peterson, I do really like this lineup a lot. Then after that, I believe this is Javier Baez. Actually, no, it isn't. Who is that? That's David Freese, actually. We're going to get him walked. It's going to be bases loaded for Jason Castro, who has an 0 for 3 so far today, and he's not going to step it up anymore with that guy. He's going to finish 0 for 4 on the day. That's right there. He's going to struggle. And right here, we're just going to come in with our closer, try to do as much as possible to shut down this Indians lineup one more time to get out of here with the win. You see, we're going to strike out the first batter, strike out the second batter, and the last guy is going to come up to bat. I believe it's going to be Matt Holliday, as you can see here. We're going to put the ball right here on the outside corner. He's going to ground it out to the second baseman. That's going to be the end of the ball game right there. So we're going to walk out here with a 1-0 victory. Of course, not the most exciting game, but I mean, it was just wanted to get a video out there. You know, I'm trying to get back into the habit of things, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys are not too upset with me for taking my break, or I hope you guys are understanding of my reasoning. I hope you guys just understand how busy this process is. If you guys enjoyed the video though, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. I love all you guys, and thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.